Viewers, welcome to this another episode, okay, of continuous series, okay, of discussion. So for our question, okay, it's on um, change of states of matter, okay. So look at questions on change of states of matter, how matter change from one form to the other, okay. So I'm taking this question from 2009 paper, okay, paper 2, November. So the question went on to state, study the diagram below and answer the questions that follow. Okay, so this is the diagram. So we have to know the changes of states, and then also we need to know the particular arrangement of particles in a solid, liquid, and then gas. So this is important before you begin to answer the question. Now, you need to know the arrangement of the particles in a solid. How are particles arranged in a solid? So when it comes to a solid, particles are closely packed, okay, and then also they vibrate from their mean positions. Okay, so that's one important thing about solids. Then when it comes to liquids, particles they are fairly packed. Okay, let me say particles are fairly packed. Okay, and they move randomly. Okay, in the substance. So if this is a substance, for example, if we have particles, they are in a substance there, they move randomly. Okay, and then when it comes to gases, particles they are far apart. Okay, and then they occupy the space available. Okay, so that's what we have. Now, there are some changes of states of matter which we have from here. Okay, like for example, this is a solid. A solid changes directly into a gas. We call this as sublimation. Okay, so sublimation is a change of a solid into a gas. The examples that we can have is candle wax. Okay, candle wax can change into a solid into a gas direct. Then also we have iodine crystals. Iodine crystals can change from a solid into a gas. Then the other one that we have even ice. Ice can change from a solid to a gas. Okay, so these substances we have to know them. And then also there is a reversal of sublimation. So reversal of sublimation we have deposition. Okay, so deposition can be a change from a gas to a solid. Okay, deposits. Okay, and then here we have what we call condensation. So when a liquid, for example, is changing into a solid, let me just say let me say when a liquid is changing to a particular solid, we call this as freezing. Sorry for that. So we have freezing, okay? So freezing is the change of state from a liquid to a solid. Okay, so this process we call it freezing, okay, or sometimes said to be solidification. And then the change of state from a solid to a liquid, we call this as melting, okay. And then we have from a gas to a liquid, we call this as condensation. So a gas condenses to form a liquid. And then from a liquid to a gas, we call this process as evaporation. Okay, so evaporation is the change of state from a liquid to a gas, okay, on the surface of the liquid. So we have that one. And then we are given notes, okay, D, E, R, and F are processes, okay, so those are processes. And then we are given the first question, name the process D, E, and F. Okay, so we have process D. So process D is freezing, okay, so we call this as freezing or solidification. We can say solidification or freezing, okay. It's a change of state from a liquid to a solid. And then we have process E, from a solid to a gas direct, we call this as sublimation, okay. And then the change of state from a gas to a liquid, we call this as condensation. Okay, so these are the processes. And then we look at question B. Describe what you would do to convert substance A to B. Okay, substance A, this one here, to B. What should you do? Okay, so to convert substance, we have A to B. A to B. When you want to convert this, and then you reduce the temperature. Okay, you reduce the temperature, you lower the temperature. When you lower the temperature on the liquid will change into a solid. Okay, so therefore we can say you freeze under low temperature. So when you freeze this particular substance under low temperature, then to be converted into a gas or into a solid. Okay, and then we have C. State one basic unit of matter. Okay, one basic units. So here there was, I think, so the examiner, I'm not sure how. Basic units, they went on to state basic units, okay, of matter. I'm not sure if the English was right, but we can say basic unit of matter, okay. So it was just one, so I'll give three, okay. So the three ones which we have molecules, atoms, and ions, okay. So these are basic units of matter, okay. And then we go on to the other question. So this is coming from 2018 November, okay. So in section B, answer all questions. Write your answer in the spaces provided in the answer in the question paper. So this is always B1. Take note that this is B1. Even the previous one, this one, it was B1, okay. So whenever you are looking at B1, you can expect this question. So B1 there is test. Okay, describe the type of movement of particles in the solid. How do particles move in a solid? Just like the previous one, if you look back, how do particles move in a solid? Okay, so we can say particles in a solid, they vibrate from their mean positions. Okay, so particles, they vibrate from their mean position. That's the movement of particles in a solid. And then in liquids, particles, they move randomly within a substance. Okay, and then we have question B. Chemistry has been found to improve the livelihood of mankind. State any two benefits of chemistry to mankind. So chemistry is important when it comes to one, separation techniques are important for water purification, okay, ensuring water is safe for drinking. So if you look back on that method which we looked at, which is filtration, okay, in the previous videos, so you find that filtration is the method that we use for purifying water. Okay, so without filtration and so many other methods which are used, like decantation, okay, chlorination, and so forth, we can't have proper water to drink, okay, or pure water to drink. So we have that one, and then also the other particular benefit, we can say production of ammonium fertilizer, okay, help in improving crop yield. So if you look at chemical fertilizers when they are applied in the field, the particular crops will yield properly, and then that will be an advantage, okay, or human beings, they will have some food from crops. So those are the particular benefits of chemistry to mankind, okay. Then we look at this question from 2019 November, okay. So it was on section B. So always take note that this is coming from B1, okay. So the examiner went on to state matter is made up of three basic units, okay. A, state the three basic units of matter, okay. So the three basic units of matter that you have to know, we have to know molecules. Molecules are basic units of matter, okay, just like in that previous video, okay. And then also we have ions, and then also we have atoms. So these are basic units of matter, so you need to know these. Then also we can state in B, give the basic units of matter contained in common salt. So common salt has ions, okay. Ions are the basic units, okay. So I hope you're able to remember cations and then anions. So those ones, they are found in common salt. So we have ions present, okay. And then we have C, noble gases like argon are made up of one of the basic units particles. State the basic unit particles in noble gases. Now, we have to know that noble gases are inert gases. They do not react with anything, and there are particular valency shells, okay, they are filled up with electrons in octet state. Now, these particular substances, they don't mix with anything, okay, and they can't form ions, okay, to accept electrons or give electrons. They do not. So these ones, they can contain molecules only, okay. So that's what we have, and then we can now go on to the other side, okay. But here, please, people, there is a debate. Atoms, we can even say atoms, but atoms can apply, okay, atoms or molecules, but the debate is there present on this one, but we can say molecules. Okay, atoms, they are also part of, okay, so we can here, please, if there is any answer in the comment section, please, you can we can share knowledge, okay, because the debate is mostly present on this part. Okay, even in the sources they are giving, they give out two option answers. For this one has debate. Okay, then let's look at this one. So we have B2. Okay, so this is question A. The table below shows the description of substances A, B, and C. Okay, we have the first one. Give the physical state of each of them. Okay, so we have substance, we have A, B, and C. Okay, so we have description. So you have to observe carefully here. Okay, on the states of matter. So these are states of matter we have to take note of. Okay, so here the first table states particles occupy any space available. So where do particles occupy the spaces available? So the state of matter, that one is gases. Gases are the ones that occupy the spaces available. Okay, so take note of, and then we have particles are closely packed. So the state of matter, that is a solid. Okay, and then here we have in C, particles they move randomly within the space of a substance. Always here is a keyword, substance. Okay, because if you are so fast you can think of this. Okay, because many pupils get confused on this part. So we have substance there present. Okay, let me highlight for you. We have substance. So when it comes to substance, then we should have this one as a liquid, because the particles in a liquid they move within the substance. Okay, so we have that. So in our case, we can look at the other question. Okay, which is 2. How can substance C obtain the structure of substance A? So this is now coming to changes of states of matter. Okay, if we look back on changes of states of matter, how can we make this substance, which is a liquid, to be converted into a gas? So you apply heat, you heat this substance with temperature. When you apply heat, this substance will lose density and then to vaporize into a gas. Okay, so therefore we can state substance C, okay, temperature should be increased, okay, until it reaches its boiling point in order to obtain the structure of A. Okay, so that's what you should do. And then we have this question B. Substance B is said to be a pure substance. Give characteristics. Give a characteristic which proves that B is a pure substance when melting. So we can say if a pure substance, if you are looking at a pure substance, for a pure substance, basically it should have a sharp melting point. Okay, there should be a sharp melting point if a substance is pure, and then the graph is linear. Okay, so they can give you a graph, and then from there you can be told to identify sometimes, just like in 2023 should be, they can give you a graph. Now for a pure substance, the graph is linear. Okay, that's a graph for a pure substance. And then when it comes to a substance that has impurities, it can have a graph of this type. This is a graph of a substance which is not pure. Okay, because they are varying temperature ranges and then melting points. Okay, so we have that. So now, dear viewers, for this discussion, we come to an end of this discussion. Okay, so please subscribe to my channel. Okay, like the video and share to friends and family. Okay, and then if you have anything like comments, okay, you want to add on, please you can write in the comment section. Okay, and then I will appreciate for your contribution to watching my videos and also liking the videos. So have blessed studies, and I wish all the best for the exams. Okay, for those ones who will be writing on Monday. Thank you very much.